Good morning. As seems to be becoming a bit of a habit, I've not been able to sleep and I've been getting messages, and so I'm up first thing in the morning with my coffee to do a reading. I've not got my notebook with me. What I've been getting is that somebody's had a tower moment. Somebody's had this breaking open, where I think they've had things bottled up for a long time, perhaps even without realizing that they've been kind of persevering in a situation where something's happened. They've had a big wake-up call, and I feel like they've had this kind of, maybe like an emotional, not an emotional breakdown, but like an emotional, like an uncorking, right? And the emotions have flowed, like, so maybe they've confided in a friend or something like this, and I think there was something dramatic which meant that something came to light and there was no hiding the situation anymore. So it's like that allowed this person to confess, to say what they've been bottling up. I'm getting this King of Cups energy. So for me, it's coming through as a very, very supportive friend. Doesn't have to be a man, but the energy is very, very positive, at least at the moment. It's somebody like, it's coming through as like King of Cups, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. I also saw the Queen of Cups. It didn't feel like the King and Queen of Cups were, in this specific case, talking about a couple, because I was getting the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups a lot, rather than things like, you know, the soulmate cards and the lovers cards. It felt like this was like people around this person saying, look, we've got your back, we're going to take care of you, like friends. So I feel like this person has finally opened up and these friends are there to help, and this King of Cups in particular is coming through as very, very helpful. Now I don't know if it's I'm getting strong Scorpio, Leo and Aquarius. Doesn't have to be any of those signs, but that's the energy that's at play regarding this King of Cups. It's so they just told me like possibly Taurus as well, energy in connection to this reading. So it's, this King of Cups is coming through as very, very like practical, like to the point. So overnight I was kind of, I can't remember specifics, maybe I'm not supposed to, but the way that the information was being presented to me, it was really like factual, like statements. So it's like this King of Cups was, because the King of Cups can be a very, very good listener, and a brilliant listening technique is repeating what the person's saying back to you. It could be something like a counsellor as well, like somebody who's taking notes, but it's like there was like statements with like, and the punctuation was really important. So instead of it was like it would normally be a question. So what they were saying would normally be a question, but they weren't putting a question mark, they were putting a full stop or an exclamation point. So it had this kind of like fact statement based energy to it. Also a lot of numbers. I just kept seeing numbers, so I don't know if this person like has some kind of like mathematics degree, or like they're very good with numbers, you know, something numbers based. It's like they're very, very good with numbers, perhaps like accounting or like finance or something like this. There was a lot of numbers. So this person, the way that they were supporting was like in a very like practical, step-by-step, methodical way. The energy feels very, very good. Let me just get my notebook to make sure I haven't missed anything. I woke up with a song, I feel like it's called Beach House. I can't remember the band, but it will be in the description box down below. But it's got a line, it's like, I'll take care of you if you ask me to. So it's like, it feels like it's this King of Cups energy. It's like, I'll take care of you. It's a female singer, but I'm talking more about the energy than the gender of the person involved. So yeah, beach house, I will take care of you. Maybe somebody's staying in someone's beach house. Oh, apricots could be something. I got the word apricots. What's that say? Oh, I also had this dream about somebody in a jacuzzi. There was like a jacuzzi, and then they were showing me like the filter. It's like somebody took out this like round filter from the jacuzzi. So it's almost as though this King of Cups is helping to filter information, you know, to itemize, to bullet point, to get down those statements and facts. It feels like what a police officer would do, right? Taking a statement, but this feels a little bit more like a friend who's helping somebody get the facts straight, or a friend who's helping somebody sort out the finances. You know, it's like a really methodical step by step, like, it's okay, don't over, you know, you're panicking, you're overthinking this, you've got too much information in your head, let's get it down on paper, that kind of energy. Yeah, so with the jacuzzi and the filter, I feel like it's like filtering something. With this King of Cups and the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, so this positive energy, we also had the World card and the Fool card, which actually run onto each other in the tarot. The Fool is the first card of the tarot, the World is the last card. So after the World, after you've completed something, you go back to the Fool energy. So World, Fool. So it's like this completion of something, this knowledge, this finalization of something, and then this moving on to this like leap of faith, new start, fresh start. I'm hearing fresh out of the gate, and yeah, it's like a new cycle's coming in, so it feels really, really positive. It's like maybe like tying up loose ends before you go on to something new. Big heart, they were telling me generous as well with this King of Cups, like generous, like generous with their time, generous with their energy. I just saw a butterfly fly past my window, which is not a normal thing for me to see. Not this specific window anyway. There's no like direct shrubbery in front of this window, so and it's like the second floor, so very unusual for me to see a butterfly out this window at all, and it flew directly across. So butterflies, transformation, change, improving yourself, coming out of kind of some like metamorphosis, right? Coming out of some kind of cocoon, fresh and new and vibrant. So it feels like very, very good energy, whatever is happening here. I've also got this weird side message that I'm just going to throw in here. I've been getting a lot of readings. If you go back and look at my other Tell Me Anything readings, I've been getting things about, there was one about eyes. It was like somebody's eyes were opening, like seeing beyond the veil. And then I also had this, this reading, I think it was the last one that I put up, the Phoenix reading, which had this whole thing about the chakras and like raising your vibration, and opening up that, you know, when you finally speak, opening up that third eye chakra, like you go up a chakra. And the strangest thing after that reading, I just was messing around with this deck of cards. This is the Light Seers deck by Chris Ann. And now if you look at this card, I don't know how you see it. I think I've always seen it as her having her eyes closed. I think every time I've looked at it, and I use this deck all the time, it's one of my decks that I grab on a daily basis. I think I always have seen her with her eyes closed, and I don't know if you can see this, but her eyes are open. It's like she's got painted on eyes there, and it's like, for some reason, I mean, it could be really, really obvious. It could be really obvious to everybody, but sometimes there could be something about perception. Sometimes it's like, do you remember the white and gold dress? It's like, is it black and blue or is it white and gold? There was this dress that was all over social media, and everybody was like, it's definitely white and gold. What are you talking about? And everybody else was like, I can only see black and blue. It depended on what you'd looked at before. So if you'd looked at a certain colour before and you looked at this picture, the dress would appear a certain colour. It's like a trick of the eye. So I feel like there's been some kind of like universal trick on my eyes where I've always perceived the High Priestess as having her eyes closed before, and all of a sudden after getting these readings where it's like talking about opening your eyes, seeing beyond the veil, now her eyes are open, and it freaked me out. It was like, if you ever heard of like the Mandela effect, I think it's called, where it's like you slip into a different reality and something's changed and everybody else always perceives it as this, like that's the way it's always been, and you're like, no, it was definitely not like that. And it was definitely different. It felt like that. I was like, how could, you know, a card image change? How could her eyes open? It really freaked me out. But it also confirmed my readings with this seeing beyond the veil. Now I've actually got a new deck here, and the first card that came out when I was playing with this deck had this kind of veil thing, so it'd be interesting to see if that comes out in this reading today. Okay. Definitely dealing with a masculine energy. Now I don't know if this is the King of Cups or the person who's experiencing this. Feels like a major life change, but it also feels very, very good for them. A song that came through yesterday was Stronger by Britney Spears. I'm stronger than yesterday. Nothing but my way. My loneliness ain't killing me no more. It's like, and they had these couple of songs back to back that were like going for your dreams. If I can remember what the songs were, I'll put them in the description box down below. So I feel like somebody's like, it's like they've picked themselves up, dusted themselves off, and they've got their eyes on the prize. They're going for the dreams. It's like they're doing it. I was getting messages like, this should have happened a year ago. It was meant to happen a year ago. It's been delayed, is the way it's coming through. Like maybe like there was an opportunity that was meant to happen, but COVID got in the way, something like that. But yeah, it's come out with the masculine card. Can you see this? So it's number 42, the masculine, Lunar God. Now I'm not going to read that. What is that in the background? There's like 2 children. Now I'm not familiar with this deck. It only came yesterday. I've only actually read a couple of cards. I haven't read this card yet, but it flipped out like and then ended up on the bottom of the deck, so I felt like I needed to show it you. So I do feel like there's a masculine energy involved. I'm going to pop him back because I'm seeing resilience there. I'm going to pop him back in the middle of the deck, so if he wants to come out again, he can do, but you know that like if those 2 cards come out together, they're meant to come out together, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pull a few cards, I'm going to pause, quickly interpret, and then I'll be back to kind of tell you what I'm picking up on. So let's see. So what do you want to communicate about this situation, please? Can we help people in this situation? Blue Moon, the unexpected, yes, definitely. Interesting, it's 43 as well. Now I've gone through, just to kind of show you the numbers, there shouldn't be any consecutive numbers. I did go through and kind of make sure there was no consecutive numbers. That's like the only kind of thing I've done. I've not actually seen the image of this card properly before, so this is a new one to me. There's this like, again with this 2 energy, like 2 children, this portal. I feel like Blue Moon as well. That's so interesting. It's so funny that that should come out again. I can't do card tricks, that you saw this happen on camera. Blue Moon yesterday was the 22nd of August, and it was a blue moon. It was the full moon in Aquarius. I think it's like when you get 2 full moons back to back in the same sign, something like that. I think there was also a full moon in Aquarius in July, so it's a very, very unusual event. So I feel like something happened. It was unusual, it was unexpected. You know, the blue moon is kind of expected. We can predict where the moon's going to be, but this is like it feels like somebody had some kind of tower moment. Something happened. It was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. It was like a wake-up call. I feel like it was in relation to the way somebody was acting, possibly a female. I had the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody could have had a fight. Somebody could have been jealous, childish. Somebody could have been promiscuous. Somebody could have been a liar, like lying, cheating, that kind of energy. And it's come to light, possibly. I wasn't going to say that, but because this card's sort of telling me about it. Again, there's this kind of like portal opening energy of like seeing something beyond, seeing the future, seeing. Maybe it's like a Scrooge moment, you know, in a Christmas Carol, where he's like he's taken and shown his future. It's like this person had like this vision of what their future was going to be like if they stayed in a certain situation, and they were like, oh my god, that's awful. Like, I don't want that. Or they had like a vision of what their life could be like, and it's like they're going for it. It's that kind of energy, but the unexpected. So that's the underlying. So what is the actual card that's come out? Action, unexpected action. Yeah, I feel like because it's coming through this straw that broke the camel's back energy, I feel like it's so it's just been drawn to the numbers again. Numbers seem to be significant to whoever's like the advisor in this reading, that King of Cups energy. 4 and 3 is 7, and 1 and 5 is 6, so it's like 7, 6. It's almost like a countdown energy, or 76 could be important. 43, 15 could be important. It's just pulling my attention to the energies. I'm also getting a funny feeling on the back of my left arm. Could be for somebody. And I've got an unexplainable bruise here as well, which I don't know, that could be related to something. So yeah, I feel like something unexpected happened. It was like a tower moment, or more like a light bulb moment. Like, it really feels like this person, like their intuition lit up. It's like somebody could suddenly see the whole situation clearly. It's like they opened their eyes to their own situation, where perhaps they've been blinded before by like love or misguided loyalty or something like this, and it's like something happened. It could be like a Ten of Swords moment as well, just because of the image that they're showing me, or sorry, distracted. There's a song by Robbie Williams, there's gonna be violence, I've had just as much as I'm willing to take, which I'll try and remember which song that is if I remember, and I'll put it in the description box below. You can Google the lyrics if I forget and you want to look that up further. But I've had just as much as I'm willing to take. But it could be like literally there could have been like a fight, or somebody's like lost their temper, like shown the true colours, and it's like a wake-up call is the way that's coming through. Waxing Giver 6 action. Something to do with the skirt as well. It's like it almost looks like a flower, right? If I turn it that way, it's almost like a lily or something like that. You may be able to hear my children in the background, by the way. They're still off school, playing computer games, so I've asked them to just keep the noise down, but you know what kids are like, so if they get excited. I think they're playing Minecraft. Tell me more about this situation. Okay, and the underlying we've got atoms, building, so building blocks, atoms, picking up the pieces, I'm hearing. Again, with this kind of this filtering, it's something to do with this filtering of like the pieces of information. It's like picking up, I'm hearing nuggets, like picking up the nuggets of information, collecting the pieces and then rebuilding. So it feels like something broke apart and then there's this need to put it back together again. 40. So, okay. 41. 21. That's really funny because I swear they're next to each other here. Again, something about the numbers. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody like this. Like, yeah, look at this here. Can you see? They're next to each other in this deck as well. 41 and 40. Oh, look at the numbers. I told you it's something about the numbers. Look at these numbers. So you've got, I'll bring it closer so you can see. I swear they were so well shuffled. So you've got 40, 41, 21. And then look here, 43, 41, 21. So again, 41, 21, 41, 21, 44, 14. It's like number patterns. I feel like I'm a bit like going like a bit Rain Man. You know, Rain Man. It's like seeing the patterns. But it is like, this is what I'm saying all night. Like I couldn't sleep properly, and I was constantly, it's like they were just showing me numbers. Like the only one I specifically remember is like number 7. It was like number 7 with a dot, like as well. It was like punctuated. It could be like ages. Like something happened when this person was 15, they've made a note of it. Something happened when this person was 21, they've made a note of it. And then it's like 40, 41, 43, 44. It's like, it could be like this year this happened, this year this happened, this year this happened. You've got discipline, time and companionship, animals. So 41 is discipline, time. So it could be that somebody's done a certain discipline for a long time, like they've played a certain role for a long time. So I'm just really drawn to the keys. If you've been watching my readings, keys are a big thing at the moment. Keys and clocks, like time, numbers. Somebody could work in finance, you know, like it's funny as well with this not being able to sleep, you know, like different times around the world, like time zones. If somebody worked in finance, they'd work in like time zones, right? Like different different banks open around I'm not bloody Wolf of Wall Street, I don't know. So, but it's like different time zones around the world, like different trading times, like windows of trade. And then these keys: discipline, time, action, discipline, time. So there's been somebody's been disciplined over time. They've invested in a certain discipline, but I feel like there is this uprooting energy. So you can see this almost looks like a brain, and it's like it's been uprooted. So I feel like somebody's taking their time and their expertise and their skills and their knowledge and possibly uprooting to a different place with this action card. Animals, I don't know how animals fits in for you, but somebody could have a special kind of like almost like a Dr. Dolittle. This card kind of gives me Dr. Dolittle energy, like an ability to kind of really kind of intuitively feel compassion and stuff for animals. You know, almost like you know, if there's like I don't know why they're showing me a wild horse, but if there's like a wild horse, or like it had been like startled or something, this would be the person who could go over like the bloody horse whisperer and like, you know, like calm it down. It's like animals trust this person, which normally is a really, really good sign of a good person. Like animals are very good with that in kind of like intuition. They tend to know who's the good person, and they tend to go to the person as well who's like the calm person in the room. If you ever notice, especially cats, if you go up to a cat and you're trying to, it's a new cat, you know, you go to someone's house, there's a party and you're trying to befriend the cat's like, I'm just going to go somewhere quiet, not interested. But the person who's sat down quietly, the cat will go over and like kind of crawl into their lap. It's something with that as well. That could have literally happened to somebody. Maybe maybe they just kind of maybe somebody has a lot of animals, or you know, maybe somebody was at a party and it's like the dog went and curled up next to this person. It's like as well, when you're going through something, when you need that emotional support, animals can often sense that and they will come over to you. Could be something like that. So what have we got? So this would be 3, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Is that, oh my god, is that right? So 2 and 1 is 3, 4, 4 and 1 is 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, yeah, it's a countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. If we get 2 and 1, I'm going to lose my mind. We won't get it now I've said it. Okay. No, we've got 8. But it's still like, it's like it should be here. Polar bear, ancestors. So ancestry could be a thing, it could be a factor. Polar bears, especially with this discipline coming out, polar bears talk to me about perseverance energy. It's like Pisces energy for me. It doesn't have to be, but it's somebody who perseveres with something. It's like they're built for it. I often say the polar bear is similar to that nine of wands emperor energy. It's like the people who persevere with something, the people who are dedicated are the people who often triumph at the end, because so many other people give up, so many other people fall to the wayside, where the person who's kind of like built for the cold, they're built for that environment, they often kind of get that success at the end of it. So ancestors, and dolphin, happiness, 8 and 8. No, 8 and 6. Sorry, what is it? What is it with the numbers? But again, look, 42, 32. Like, there's a lot of number patterning, moderation. So happiness, yeah, somebody's working on the happiness. Yeah, okay. Let's read from the books. Again, somebody could just kind of like be moving, just, she's on the back of that dolphin, it's like they're taking her somewhere. Again, this person's being carried by this rhinoceros, the watcher there with the snow leopard as well. It's like, I don't know if it's like the universe, this boat as well kind of gives me 7 of Swords energy. It's like the universe is guiding this person. Someone's being like taken out of a situation, I feel. Yeah, I feel like they've been disciplined. They've had that kind of perseverance energy, because look here, you've got endurance and rock as well. Discipline, time, endurance and rock. But it was built on false foundations. These roots, they can't really dig in. It's like this tree, it can't get grounded. Again, ancestry, trees mean ancestry to me if you think about like family tree. So it's like something never really properly took root. It was built on these kind of like false foundations that could easily topple over. So I feel like there's this uprooting now, or it could be that the rocks fell away, you know, the tower fell, and it's like, well, where do I plant my roots now? Where do I put the seeds of the future down? I can't plant them here. So there's this need to move, right, to make equal there as well. So yeah, somebody's enjoyed, it's like they held on, it's like they were holding everything together, because it's almost like the roots of this tree are like holding those rocks together, and they're the only thing that's going to stop it from falling. But again, I had this thing about a tree being hit by lightning, so it's like it could be somebody in your family tree, somebody who was removed from the family tree. It was a shock, and it's almost like that was the only person in that family holding everything together, and as soon as that person's removed, everything scatters, everything falls apart, you know. It wasn't, it's like they were the key to keeping it together. You know, like you have those people who are like, it could be like a workplace, it doesn't have to be literally a family. It's like, you have those people in the workplace who you could be having the worst day. You know, things could be going to S, and you could be, you know, everybody's struggling, but you have that one co-worker who's like, they keep everybody going, they lighten the mood, they make it feel like a family. But if that person left, if that person went on to a different job or something, it's like suddenly you see how, it's like all you see is the bad situation. It's like, I didn't realise how bad this was before, because that person like made it better. They were like the plaster on the wound or something. But it's like, you know, the colourful bright kiddie plasters. It's like as soon as they were gone, it's all you see is the wound. So this looks like Frida Kahlo as well. I don't know, maybe somebody's an artist or something. I've got the right book, yeah. So this is my new deck. It's the Queen of the Moon Oracle. The 3 decks I'm using here are all by Stacey DeMarco. I've got the Elemental Oracle and the Divine Animal Oracle. This other deck I'm using is the Tarot de la Nuit. This is by, so these are all Oracle decks. This is a tarot deck. It's by Alexandra V. Back and Carol Ann Eskenazi. I get them all from Amazon, so they can all be found there. 23. Blue Moon, the unexpected. No matter how well you plan, there's always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience as rare occurrences can happen. A visitor you have not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. I trust in myself and in life. In old farmers' almanacs, a blue moon was described as the 3rd full moon in the season that had 4 full moons. The newer and now more accepted description is that a blue moon is when there are 2 full moons in one calendar month. Either way, it is a rare occurrence and has inspired the saying, once in a blue moon, when describing an event or behaviour that only happens rarely. The energy and power of the blue moon can be best taken advantage of by setting intentions on these moons of things that you really want but never felt could happen. I refer to big wishes. I said this, someone's going for like their dreams, their ambitions. Be careful, because one of the songs I just remember now is that Wolf Alice song. It's a new one. It's like, I won't say no, I'll give it a go, for a shot at the top. A girl like me, could you believe I'm in Los Angeles? But it's got like dodgy undertones, so it's like, it's almost like this be careful what you wish for energy. You know, make sure, it's like if you're going for, right, say you were doing something, say you were going to be an actor in LA, right? You're going to get in with dodgy crowds, you're going to get in with people who don't look after themselves properly, who mistreat other people. You're going to get into some seedy situations. So it's like, you need to make sure you've got those people around you who are going to keep you grounded, who are going to be supportive, who are going to have your back and get you out of not nice situations. It's like, keep your friends close and stay away from your enemies. It's kind of how it's coming through. So I'm not saying that you're all going to be actors in LA, you know, it's like, it's just this going for your dreams energy, but just be careful. The energy and power of the blue moon can be best taken advantage of by setting. I've said that. I refer to big wishes, the almost miracle stuff we would be both delighted and surprised about if it manifested. After setting blue moon intentions though, don't sit there hoping it will just happen. Try to take clear practical steps towards these big, seemingly far away intentions and help the universe along. Some of us love surprises, some of us don't. But I don't think anyone can go through life without sometimes having the unexpected happen to them. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It almost feels like a blessing in disguise, because it's like the tower hits and somebody's eyes open and they see the situation clearly, and then it's like, oh my God, I have to change this. And it's like where you're going is going to be so much better, because I'm seeing things like the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, which is happiness shared with other people. It's like people who match you vibrationally, like true, like feeling good where you are. Some of us love surprises, some of us don't, but I don't think anyone can go through life without sometimes having the unexpected happen to them. While some professions in particular, such as the military and medicine, try to plan for everything that could go wrong, life sometimes finds a way to outsmart the most thorough of plans. This is simply life. Although it is important for us to know where, how and why we are travelling down a particular path, we should always make room for and expect the unexpected. That's interesting. Something about blue again, about seeing. It's like seeing a new shade of blue. Okay, they're giving me a deeper shade of blue, and there's nothing I can do. You're so far, far away. I want to say it's steps. I want to say it's steps, a deeper shade of blue. It says companion metal or stone, benitoite, a very rare blue gem. It was in someone else's reading. They were talking about like a blue liquid. It's like a specific shade of blue. It's like suddenly being able to see a shade of blue that you've not seen before, and I feel like it's connected again to these eyes. It's like, it's almost like I couldn't see that shade before. I couldn't see the eyes because I literally couldn't see that shade of blue. But now I can see it, and now I can see more. I can see more clearly. So there's a message in there. I don't think literally I can see a new shade of blue, but that's the way the message is being delivered, and it's metaphorical, right? It's like being able to see a situation more clearly, being able to read between the lines where you couldn't before, being able to use your intuition in situations when you couldn't. Something like that. So I'm not going to read any more of that because I do want to pull some more cards, and I don't want to kind of be here all day. So again, there's something about the numbers, and I feel like this King of Cups energy is like really, really breaking something down to like the bare facts. I had this thing as well about whoever's opening up, whoever's got this throat chakra thing, there's like, there is some kind of guilt with it. Guilt the way they acted in certain situations, which I think there's something there about not blaming other people. I don't think this person is, but also taking ownership and accepting the way you feel about something, but also kind of forgiving yourself, because maybe not forgiving yourself, but accepting yourself, understanding that the way you act in certain situations is often the best way that you could have acted in the moment, because that was the skill base you had at the time, that was the situation you had at the time. So even though sometimes we do things that are wrong, and I'm not excusing things that are wrong, I'm not making excuses and saying, oh, it's like this person's fault. It's like, you could look at yourself and forgive yourself and be like, in that situation, yes, I wish I had acted differently. But at that moment, due to all the factors that led to me to that point, I understand that the skill set that I had, the emotional skill set, that was the only way I could have acted. And then what's really important is that you learn the lesson and say, I'm never going to act like that again. I am never going to allow myself to be put in situations where I feel like that again. I'm going to work on myself to develop my skill set further, so that I will react better in the future. So it's like, say you lose your temper, you could go to anger management classes. Say you overdid it on a night out, you can say, okay, I'm going to make sure I don't go out with that friendship group, or I take somebody with me who's going to pull me back. You know, it's like a allowing those guilt, like looking at it, not hiding from it, but looking at it and being like, okay, what went wrong? How do I make myself better in the future? How do I take ownership of this thing? Which is very, very mature. So I do feel like if you are in some kind of situation where you've got to fess up to something, or you know, maybe it is some kind of dealing with the law with this police thing. It's like, you know, show that you accept that you did something wrong, show that you have remorse for it, and show how you have taken steps to be a better person. I think that's more important than punishment, in my view, at least with the justice system. Like, I think everybody has the capacity for good and evil. Everybody has the capacity to do good things and bad things depending on the situation. And, you know, people make mistakes. But I think that punishment for punishment's sake is kind of a waste of everybody's time and resources, where the most important thing for me, as somebody who believes in like reincarnation and soul growth, is that the person learns the lessons and makes the changes. If that person has really learned that lesson, that's more valuable than just punishing them, for me. So I don't know if there's a message in there for somebody. Tell me more about the unexpected. King of Wands, Three of Swords, the Emperor. Yeah, okay, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just going to cover it up with this gorgeous Empress because it's quite a graphic card. So you've got the King of Wands, who is ambitious and determined and confident and magnetic, very, very charming, very much like a natural leader. Could be something to do with the Lionsgate portal. There's kind of lions here, but they have kind of got this snake up the sleeve. They're a very, very challenging king. Now, I don't know if this is the same person. The initial message I got is that this King of Wands had the heart broken. It could be the King of Wands reversed does come in with like player energy. In the upright, this is somebody who has a lot of self-control over their passions. So this is somebody who is going to feel things very, very passionately, but they have made mistakes in their life. You know, maybe they were a player in the past. They've learnt the lessons. They've got a rein on things. They can rein in their own temper. They can rein in their own passions. They've got a huge amount of self-control. Probably of the four kings, the King of Wands has the most self-control, because they are the most heated, they're the most passionate, they're the most hot-headed. So as you mature, as I say, you learn these lessons, you rein it in, you know, you get a handle on it. So the King of Wands I really like because they have a handle on things. I feel like they've had some kind of heartbreak. It's almost like this. Now, it could be that somebody's had some kind of heart transplant or heart like open heart surgery or something like that. This, as I say, the image on this card is particularly graphic, but I feel like this person's heart kind of was busted open. Now, it could be literally, it could be metaphorically, but it's really interesting because there's a man walking past my house right now and he's got his hand on his heart. He's, I can't show you because I'm wearing a very revealing top, but I've got my right hand on over my heart, like on my chest, and a man just walked past the house with the exact same pose. So there's something to that. Anything that happens in a reading is part of the reading. So anyway, this heartache, heartbreak, longing, getting control of the passions, because you've got all this perseverance energy here, is actually pulling them into this Emperor energy. I always say that the Emperor is built on the back of heartbreak and perseverance, because, as I say at the beginning, they're giving me, sorry, as I was saying at the beginning, emperors are built, not born, right? They are created because they learn so much through the things that they persevere through the things that life throw at them. They learn how to handle situations. You know, a baby is not going to be able to handle a difficult situation in a mature way. You learn to do this throughout your life. So it's very, very mature energy, very capable. Both of these two men are leadership energy. If they are the same person, then yeah, absolutely, this is an emperor in the making, because they've experienced some kind of pain that they've had to persevere through. Otherwise, this is two different men, one of whom is an emperor. He's all four kings of the tarot, kind of top tier, could be like CEO, high up in a company, could be a highly respected father, a great husband. It's the divine masculine card. We started with the masculine. This is that energy. The King of Wands tends to be, as I say, charismatic, a great leader, but he's only the King of Wands. He's not the King of Pentacles, Swords, or Cups. So he's got more learning to do. This person is the full package. So I don't know, maybe somebody's heart is torn in two directions. Take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. The song that they were giving me, they gave it me this morning as well, and I forgot to mention it, but they were giving me different lines from it, so it took me a second to realise it was the same song. It's the Elton John and RuPaul song, I want to say. Is it Elton John and RuPaul, or Elton John and Cher? So now they're playing the deeper shade of blue again. One second. Don't Go Breaking My Heart, I couldn't if I tried. No, it's a different song. That's why I'm getting confused. Before the reading, I was getting I've Got You Babe, which is Sonny and Cher, right? I got you, babe. So I've got your back, I've got you, babe. I'll take care of you if you need me to. But then they were just playing me the other song. I can't get it now because it interrupted me as I was speaking, and I thought I'll come back to it, and now I can't get it. Don't Go Breaking My Heart, I couldn't if I tried. Baby, baby, I'm not that kind. Nobody knows it. Right from the start, I gave you my heart. Whoa, I gave you my heart. Sorry, it's like they're trying to get me to a certain point in the song and I'm not quite getting it. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Tell me something about the King of Wands, please. Could be somebody... yeah, okay. Here's that key again. So in the reading that I did before, it came out with the Ace of Wands, which was... I'll have to find it and show you to explain what I'm telling you about. It's like somebody kept their passion under lock and key. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can be a wife, a mother, a boss, somebody who's very, very, very skilled, kind of somebody who's quite self-made as well. But she came out with this Ace of Wands. Now, again, keys are super important at the moment. It's typically a Capricorn card, doesn't have to be. She is... I don't tend to like this Queen of Pentacles because she acts as like a gatekeeper for me. It's like she's not letting you pass. So it's almost, she comes through as, where the Queen of Pentacles is normally a great energy, this specific image in this specific deck, she kind of has this like possessive energy to her. But you can see as well this Ace of Wands here, which is like new passions, a new creative project. You can see that this person's like heart is locked and this person has the key. It's like somebody's passions have been under lock and key. It's funny, this is coming through with gatekeeper energy as well. I don't know if there's been some kind of like dispute over property. Somebody's had the heart locked down. This person can unlock this person's heart or unlock this person's passions. It's coming through the Judgment energy, which is a card about it can be ascension, you know, going up a level, as I talked about in that other reading. It does talk to me about somebody who's going through to a new future. And this woman is like looking back saying, are you coming with me? She's like waiting for somebody. It's like, is this person going to come on this journey with me? The Judgment card does talk about the revival of a situation. Can something be revived? Can something be given a second life? Somebody could have literally had like something with the heart, like and they've had to be revived. Like if it's not literally like medically, it could be metaphorically, like their heart has been revived, their heart's been unlocked, right? Their passions, because it's going from the Ace of Wands to the King of Wands. It's like this person's passions have been like unlocked or I don't know. It's like this revival, this second chance. Tell me about the Emperor. Yeah, no, there's no going back. There's nothing. Somebody's moved on from the past here. They're following their intuition here. They're following like the spirituality, the divine guidance. This, yeah, I think somebody's gone through. Somebody's gone through the veil, right? They've gone from a situation where they were giving something a second chance, but somebody's heart was under lock and key. So this opening of the heart, and therefore, like, the Emperor's very, very independent, and there's this thing about not going back to the past or something that wasn't a soulmate energy. Why is the Six of Cups in reverse? Explain the Six of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands. Yeah, no, they're going for something that's new. The heart was on. I don't know what it is. It could be a passion project. It doesn't have to be connected to a person. Somebody was like cold and grey, like there was no passion there. It's like the heart was on lockdown. And then you have this, like, this is like confrontational. It's like somebody's heart was locked away. Somebody's passions were locked away. Somebody couldn't follow the passions, follow the dreams. They were trying to give something a second chance, but I feel like they followed their calling, because this card has a double meaning. So it's like they unlocked the heart. The heart was unlocked. Their passions were unlocked, I should say. But the passions are linked to the heart space. It's like following what speaks to your heart. It's taking them through to this Emperor energy where they're not looking back at the past. This Emperor is looking back at the past, but the Six of Cups, it's like seeing things with fresh eyes, not seeing things through rosy tinted glasses anymore, seeing the past for what it was. And there's something being revealed here. You can see it's like she hasn't got a chest. It's like hidden. It could be that somebody, what is it with the eyes? It could be that somebody was like immature, because as I say, if this is the King of Wands, this person's very, very mature about the passions. They've got a handle on it. This person's really immature. Like, the pages have a lot of learning to do. So tell me about the page. Defensive. Ace of Swords. Yeah, somebody's saying that some sort of truth about the past, about something about somebody being defensive about the passions, something being hidden. Childish energy here. Could be about a child or about somebody who's like immature in some way. The Page of Wands would be considerably younger than the Emperor. The Emperor, these do not match vibrationally. The only way that you get these two in the same situation in a positive way would be if this was the father of this person. They were guiding them like a teacher, or this person was, yeah, you can see, like, I always see this Emperor as kind of protective of a younger energy. But as I say, the Emperor's all four kings of the tarot. He's had a lot of experience to get to this point, to get to this maturity level where this person is immature. They're just starting out the learning. Now, it doesn't matter about age. It's this person doesn't have that kind of, they don't know how to handle the passions, right? They're like a child with the passions, where this person's got a full grip of the passions and they're very, very mature. Let's pull some, oh my god, the Chariot's on the bottom. Cancerian energy, it's action. Yeah, the Emperor's taking action now. Defending themselves or being defensive, getting the upper hand. I feel like this Emperor always seems to be defending something to me. Somebody could be defending a child, defending someone who's young. This is action, fast action. It's also success, it's victory. If you think about when, you know, the victory parades of the Emperors where they would ride the chariot. Right, tell me about the King of Wands, please. I'm sad that the King of Cups hasn't come out, because that's kind of what started the reading. Yeah, no, look as well, like a truth. Oh, Three of Cups there. But, oh God, double ending. Oh gosh, yeah, right, okay, sorry, the story's continuing. Truth, clarity, light bulb moment, information. Could have been at some kind of event, some kind of party. Somebody found something out, somebody was told some information at a party, at a gathering, or by some kind of friendship group, and it's like, it's gone straight into this done energy. As I said, it's like straw that broke the camel's back. That's this Ten of Wands. It's like, oh no, I'm dropping these burdens. Like, stabbed in the back, dropping these burdens. Like, done, done, done. A lot of anxiety there over some kind of choice. Okay, I want to close out this reading. Tell me about the King of Wands, please. Tell me about the King of Wands, just to kind of show you what I'm doing here. This is a bit scruffy, so please don't judge me on that. It's my daughter's old pencil case. King of Wands, please. I can't see what I'm getting, just so you know. Oh, odd. This person's a bit odd. Odd one out. I mean, the thing about the King of Wands is he's very, very confident. He knows what he wants, and he doesn't care what other people think of him. He does what he wants to do. He goes for what he wants. He's very, very, very confident. So he may come across as very odd or quirky, kind of entrepreneurial energy. Odd heart. Oh, yeah, somebody could definitely have something about the heart. Look, this heart here, this heart, again, I can't really, I don't want to show you too much, but very, very difficult. Odd heart. What's odd about this person's heart? Can you give me more information about what's odd about this person's heart? Why is this person's heart odd? Could be something to do with the blood. This guy's like a vampire. Ed. E-D. Ed. Could be doctor? Is that like ED? Is that like a medical doctor term? Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please. ED could be somebody's initials. Somebody could be called Ed. Oh, I did get some names. Edgar and Ed. Let's see if I've still got the note. Yeah, I've got some names. Jacqueline, just to kind of show you, Jacqueline, Edmund, Lily and Edgar. Jacqueline, Edmund, Lily and Edgar could be relevant names to you. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, please. Can what? Can and will. Candice. Can from? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Can from? I mean, maybe it makes sense to you. Boats. From boats. Let's think about the boat again. Can from boat. Tell me about the Emperor, please. Tell me about the Emperor. Drink. I mean, I'm not saying that's advice. Maybe this person's had a drink. Maybe you offered this person a drink. Maybe they offered you a drink. Drink responsibly, people, please. Tell me about the Emperor. She. Maybe a female emperor, like somebody who identifies as female, but they're showing as Emperor energy. She. Anything else, please, for the Emperor? Glitter. Well, maybe this person's been doing something with glitter. Maybe this person thinks like all that glitters is not gold. Can I get another one, please, for glitter? Glittering. I don't know. It almost makes the word ring there as well, like glitter ring. Maybe somebody has like a glittery ring. Page of Wands, please. A. This person's name could begin with A. Tell me more about this Page of Wands, please. Page of Wands. A garden. Something about a garden. Anything else, please, about the Page of Wands? Faithful. Oh, that's nice. So if you were wondering, I guess she's faithful, whoever this is. Right, I'm going to close it there. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. Hopefully they're going to let me sleep tonight. That would be really, really nice. Now that the Aquarius full moon is over and done with. And yeah, do take care. Have a nice day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.